Good day, Minecraftians. Purple Mentat here, bringing you episode 7 of my Clouds of Darkness Let's Play. Last time we took our first steps into the Labyrinth. I got my inventory mostly cleared out and dumped a lot of the goodies in here. Put a few of them where they belong in either the farming chest or the tech chest. Now, it's time to progress the quest line. But before I can do that, I need more diamond. I've managed to get 4 from my sieving efforts so far, and that's pretty good. And in fact, I could go back and continue sieving. If I could push the right button here. There we go. And if I run a bunch of... Oh, where'd it go? Wow, I went the wrong direction. Did I see alloy smelter? Diamond dust plus 2 pulverized coal powder gets you a diamond. Well, that doesn't help. Anyway, it may have changed. You are no longer able to get diamonds from sieving gravel. Well then, that's an alteration in the 1.1.5 version, or the 1.1.15 version. I'm not certain, their version numberings are a little intense. So yeah, you are no longer able to get diamond from sieving gravel. You have to build tech to do so if you're going to try to get it from sieving gravel. That's a hassle. That's a big hassle. However, we've got a better option. But before we can do that, well, I mean, we could go do that right now. But before I'm going to do that, I am going to get that window installed in here. So what I have here is I've got a smeltery with a whole bunch of molten glass in there. And I'm pouring that molten glass into the casting basin to create clear glass. Now to do that, you need the molten glass, which one bit of sand, I could find the sand in here. Is that sand? There we go. We'll get you 1,000 millibuckets of molten glass, which is 1 block's worth. So there you go. It's your standard 1 sand to 1 block of glass ratio. And also I've got a whole bunch of gear in here waiting to turn liquid as soon as I free up the space by getting rid of this molten glass, and then by getting rid of the iron ingots that are stuck behind it. Also, I have my horse armor here. Now I can smelt that horse armor down into 1152 millibuckets of molten gold, and as I believe each 144 is 1 ingot, that 1152 will become 8 ingots of gold for me. So this is another 16 ingots of gold waiting right there to turn into liquid form and then be cast into blocks. All right. So the plan for the window over here, I'm not sure if I'll make a full window or not, because that's a little more on the dangerous side than I like. But what we're going to do is we're going to stick the glass right next to the pickaxe, and we're going to stand way off at an oblique angle so nothing should be able to see me. Smash the wall, put on the glass, and now I can see what's going on in there. Which I think is an improvement. And one more. Things up top are likely starting to get clogged by monsters that are taller than can fit through my mob trap. The problem with this particular pack in this mob trap is monsters will spawn that are 4 tall. In fact, they will do so rather frequently. Most of the Endermen will come in sizes that are larger than 3. Sometimes smaller, but frequently a lot larger. As such, the best way that I can clear that out would actually be to extend a platform off in some random direction that's just 1 block wide that goes 100 or so blocks, so that I'm well away from the top and I can run out there and almost everything will immediately despawn when I'm that far away from them. Because vanilla spawning mechanics. Monsters, when further than 100 blocks away from the player, have a chance to despawn per tick and will basically all have disappeared within a few seconds. Oh yeah, that's pretty nice. Yeah, I think I like the 1 layer of window. And you can see that the horse armor is just about ready to come out. Let's start pouring the molten gold out, actually, and that should then cause one of the horse armors to tick over, I hope. There we go. Poof. You can see that it gave me another 8. So when that finishes pouring, I should have 7 ingots of gold in there. Fantastic. Pretty happy with this. All right, folks. Now, to get a whole bunch of... You know something? I need to check something. I need to go double check that my plan to get a lot of diamonds is still appropriate with the current map. As such, we'll progress a different quest first. So we're going to take these 2 Invar ingots that I have and put them in the tinker table to get some Invar shears. And then we're going to use these Invar shears on our oak leaves, and we're going to vein miner that whole bit. just a moment here. And the reason for this is because I need leaves to run through the sieve. Boom. And because of X Nihilo, I still get my saplings when I do this. And now I can cut down the actual tree bits pretty quickly. And put down my saplings. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to sieve these leaves, and the reason I want to do so... Here. There we go. You. And you. That'll do for now. The reason I want to do so is to get various fruit saplings. If I go this way, you can see that sieving leaves has a small chance, actually a fairly decent chance, of dropping all of the different fruit saplings from Pam's Harvest Craft, which will allow me to complete a quest. So I'm going to sit here and right-click this sieve for a little while. I'm probably not going to bother automating the sieve in this particular pack, because there's a lot of other options to handle that sort of thing, which I'm going to use those other options. So once I come back, we will work on getting ourselves a bunch more diamonds to progress some quest lines. See you soon. And I have returned. Here are the results of sieving all of those leaves. All kinds of saplings of all kinds of types. Also, every time you sieve an oak leaf, you've got a 50% chance of getting an apple. If food hadn't already been solved, that would have solved it. So let's hand in a couple of quests that we have lying around, including the types of saplings quests in the Mushroom Challenge chain. That'll get us some soybean seeds, spike leaf seeds, tomato seeds, nothing I really care about at the moment, and a good reward bag, which, if we're lucky, that's not bad. Common reward, but 32 knowledge fragments is nothing to sneeze at. So, on the topic of reward bags, these are very important to this pack. There are a number of items, like the repair talisman, like the regen bracelet, that you can only get from reward bags. However, they are in the unique reward category, which means that you are basically guaranteed to never get them more than once, except for some of the consumable items that show up in the unique reward category. So you are probably going to be able to get your repair talismans. Well, actually, these don't show up in unique. These show up in the tier under that, which is why I have two of them. But you're probably going to be able to get your regen bracelets and all of your other rare and expensive Wildecraft items by chasing down the epic and legendary reward bags. So don't worry too much about that. All right, two more. One for building the smeltery and another for building the parts of it. Gives us two basic and a good bag. Nothing too exciting in there. I will, just for the sheer fun of it, set up a sword pedestal with the ender in it, because this amuses me and it's a cool looking sword. Yes, Enderman, die! Give me your pearls. I didn't see any ender pearls, did you? That makes me sad. No ender pearls. Alright, we'll grab these and let them, well, not that, but we'll grab these and let them repair slowly. I am running out of inventory space in this chest, which I knew was going to happen. I'm getting gold and iron ore? Okay, that's weird. That's just flat weird. I can only imagine it's coming from the fake ores mod, and I'm having random ore monsters spawn in my monster spawner. Anyway, we're going to have to deal with the fact that this chest can't even handle what's happening to it at some point. It's not going to be right now. Right now, I really need to like automate this smeltery's output or something, because I am generating materials far faster than I can really make use of them. And I should just spend some time over there poking at it. Okay, so we want to get diamond. And I did some checking into it to make certain that my original plans are still valid with the latest pack release, and they are. So come with me, friends, as we grab a stack of ender pearls. And now we get to crafting. So we're going to need to turn 4 of those ender... Actually, no. We need to turn 36 of those ender pearls into 16 empowered ender pearls. And we're going to take these 16 empowered ender... Come on. Trying to double click the item and it's not cooperating. These go into 2x2 to create empowered ender blocks. And those are combined with 4 ender pearls each to make the extreme ender blocks. Now those extreme ender blocks need to be placed on top of, not right there, right there, yes, need to be placed on top of ender sticks in a pickaxe pattern. Huh, I went overboard, didn't I? That's okay. To make an extreme ender pickaxe. This is what we're going to be using for most of the rest of the pack, as it will hit things harder than almost every sword and can mine every single block that exists almost instantly. In fact, I may eventually end up carrying around a dolly with a chest on it or something else to create a lot of weakness and mining fatigue just to slow down how fast I can go through things with that. And then, can we turn you back into anything? No, we cannot. That's okay. I have plans that are going to end up using a lot of these extreme ender blocks, but I don't want to use them right now. So I'll just stash that for the moment. This is from the Ender Enhancement mod, and using the Ender Enhancement mod is where I'm going to be getting a lot of my gear this game, because they are just very powerful and very cheap if you consider the fact that Ender Pearls are actually rather easy to come by. I don't really need all this stuff. So you can toss the other casting base in there for the moment. Someday maybe I'll make a drain for it. And let us take our cobblestone in hand, and we're going now to the village of the damned. Actually, we're going to wait for morning, as we have a few more hours before that, and it'll just be safer that way. While we wait, let's work on the next quest in the smeltery chain, which is to make some alemite. I need to get 18 alemite ingots, which is a simple case of getting obsidian, iron, and aluminum in there. So we're going to take some essence of obsidian. I've got a stack of the essence, might as well use it all, to turn that into 4 obsidian per 8 essence. And we're going to need some iron blocks, and we're going to need some aluminum. I've got 60 here. Will that be enough? I hope so. Alright, so that'll get me 5 aluminum blocks. Awesome. Maybe? Wow. Tinker's Table is really not happy these days. And I'm not sure why. Anyway, it takes 2 iron, 2 aluminum, and 5 aluminum and 2 obsidian to make alemite. And I need to spend some time emptying out my smeltery before all of that's even going to be able to fit. Especially with all of this stuff in here that hasn't even begun to smelt. Plus, my tank is empty. So I'm going to do some smeltery chores while we wait for morning. And once morning hits, then I'll leave this, sleep through, well, once evening hits, I will sleep through the night, come back, and cut back in to take you to morning, and we'll go to the Village of the Damned to get ourselves some diamond. See you soon, folks. Alrighty, it is morning, and more importantly, the smeltery is as cleared out as I can get it at the moment. Unfortunately, that only came up with 7 alemite, which out of 5 blocks of aluminum, I expected slightly more. That's okay, we'll get more aluminum later on and make plenty more. So, warping over to the Damned Village, where things are not super safe, but we haven't been here long enough for the taint to really spread yet. We're going to come over here to where we already started stripping out the dirt. I'm going to place a bit of cobblestone there, and we're going to use this extreme ender pick to complete the job that we started. Getting rid of the dirt. And as you can see, oh, that, wow. That hunger cost. I'm glad that didn't kill me. I would have been embarrassed if I died on screen doing that. Totally worth it, though. Look at all that exposed diamond ore. And look at all that spawnable terrain down here. Let me put down some torches, how about? Yeah, we'll put one here, and we'll put one here, put one here. And then pretty much the only thing special here is I'm now going to go and gather these ores that were just waiting here for me for free. Oh, look at that. Yep, we're going to block that off. There is a cavern full of monsters underneath the island. So, use caution. Didn't think I'd be quite this close to it. Anyway, some gold ore, diamond ore. I'm not even worried about the fact that I'm only getting 1 diamond per ore because, well, there's a lot of it. And if I need to expose more, it's a simple matter of, you know, finding a wall and vein mining more stone away. There we go. Just like that. Nice and simple. I like things nice and simple. Speaking of vein mining stone away, we can expose a lot more that way, but it's going to make things a little dangerous. As such, we're going to come over here, and I'm going to put a block of cobble directly underneath my feet here. And now we are going to wish I had more saturation than I do. Stash all of our dirt that we've been mining up. And we're going to vein mine, starting with that bit of stone there. There we go. As you can see, a whole bunch of ores exposed. Now it's just a matter of carefully navigating through here using lots of the cobblestone that's dropped as extra building blocks so that we can go down and get our true goal out of here, which is the diamond. I wish this island had redstone ore, but it does not appear to. As such, oh good, there is a bottom. Awesome. That means that I can pretty much just stand on this bit and mine every piece of ore above me. Practically everything above will be ore. Yep, this is a pretty awesome setup, I think. Lots of easy, free access to materials, as long as you're a little bit careful and don't accidentally vein mine yourself into the void or break into one of the caverns that are on the island. Now, with the sleeping bag on hand, I will easily be able to make it daytime again when it becomes too dark. There we are. That should light things up a bit. Yeah, I'm not even seeing any spawnable terrain, except over there in that corner, but I haven't gotten to clearing through there yet. Alright, so if anything exciting happens, I will cut the camera back in, but until then, I'm pretty much going to be doing this for a little bit until I have at least a stack of diamonds. So, see you soon, folks. Alrighty, folks. There you can see the scene of devastation. Had to restart the client as FPS was getting terrible over here. Not entirely certain why. I imagine just the sheer number of lighting updates I forced on everything. I did a good bit of mining. Have myself over a stack of iron ore, over a stack of gold ore, a full stack of diamonds, and multiple stacks of lapis, and a stack and a half of coal. Pretty happy with that. If I come back here, I'll do so with an enchanted pickaxe if I find out that I need more diamond than this. However, 64 diamond will probably go a very long way towards getting to the point that I no longer need to mine for diamond and can just kind of magically create it out of thin air, by which I mean plants. Anyway, I don't even know why I bothered to pillar my way up out of there. It's not like I'm going to be able to use that pillar to get back. Well, I guess I can use it to get back down easily next time I'm here, but I'm going to end up teleporting in on that path, which is why I didn't start mining right here, so I didn't teleport in and then kind of accidentally walk off to my death, because that'd be just like me. Back to spawn. And now I need to start working on actually doing something with all of this stuff. For one, we're done with Invar armor. We're going to toss our Invar armor into the smeltery a bit at a time. Come here, you. There we go. Melt that. Maybe not melt that down. I thought we could melt the Invar back down into bits. Huh. Oh well. We'll have to figure something else out for that some other time, huh? The cobblestone, honestly, I've got a pretty well infinite supply of that. I'm just going to toss over the edge. We'll save the dirt, though. So cobblestone, Shift Control Alt click, throws it out of your inventory. There we go. And the dirt, I should really make a barrel for the dirt, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna toss it in here. Actually, no, I'm not. I am gonna make myself a barrel for the dirt because I am well out of space for that. Do I have any? I've got 5. That is not enough. Okay, well, I don't feel like sieving those leaves, and I don't particularly need... Well, you know what? I've got a whole bunch of crooks to use up, so let's vein mine these leaves and get rid of them. Bam. Bam. Can I reach you? Yes. Awesome. Unfortunately, these crooks just don't last. Cobble. Cobble, cobble, cobble. And that'll get me tall enough to get the last of them. Awesome. Vein Miner, because you don't care about balance. I personally feel that the attempts that the Vein Miner author has made to create a balance point with his mod completely miss, because time is the one true resource in Minecraft. You can do anything manually given enough time, and Vein Miner does not cost much, especially once you get to a durability free tool like this, or have a way to easily and inexpensively restore a bunch of durability. For example, sticking with a cobblestone tool or having a repair talisman in your inventory. Maybe those aren't great reasons to dislike it, but it just, it doesn't hit the level of balance that I prefer. That is not to say that my level of balance is the proper level of balance for all people to play at. It's just my preference. Okay. Oh, I actually had more, well, oh well. Need a chest. Need a slab. And need a bunch of logs. There we go. 1 barrel. Which we'll stuff over here because this is the farming area. And you can be full of dirt. Yes, Enderman, die. Should go back to the village and use the single-use safari nets to transport the cows back home. That would be a good use of them. Might do that next time. Get a proper animal farm set up. What do you guys think? Should I start farming some animals? It's not like I'm never going to need them. I have a ton of quests to complete and a whole lot of things to work on doing that with. Did I ever get a dolly crafted? Does not look that way. Anyway, we are going to craft the rest of the diamond armor. And that's going to be our new armor for the time being. And that will complete a new bit of survival of the fittest, I believe. Yes, diamond, complete. Claim reward. And tells us now to craft the small ender armor, which will give us 12 ender pearls and a diamond saw, which it costs more than 12 ender pearls to make all that stuff. And there's other things I'd like to spend my ender pearls on right now. And this entire chain is basically craft better and better ender gear. So I'm a wait on that, honestly. Come back to that later. And as far as I know, these don't open up quests, but they might. Anyway, we'll get back to them. Challenges of the beings is not where I want to be yet, actually. It is better storage still. I want to make the diamond chest, and I want to make the diamond dolly. I've already crafted the standard dolly, haven't I? Yes, I have. Fantastic. So, if we use that standard dolly and 3 diamonds, then we can complete the next quest on that series. And a diamond chest is going to be slightly more difficult, if only because I don't have a chest ready to make into a diamond chest. You know what I know that I'm going to need? I know I'm going to need to craft the various upgrades. There's no way that they've left those off completely, and I bet it's going to be up ahead. So let's grab that reward. And let's start crafting to make a iron upgrade and then a gold upgrade. How about, since I've got a ton of iron and gold ore in my inventory. In fact, let's start that melting. Take my invar back and get you to work. I should really automate that, and I'll definitely do so probably next episode. You know what? Can you wear the invar armor? No. Can you even wear the diamond armor? No. I guess it can only wear the Armorer's Workshop armor, which I should look into because maybe it'll be even better than the diamond stuff that I have. Anyway. For now, the invar can go live in here. Good bag, greater bag, ooh, greater bag. You start getting access to the unique rewards at the greater level, or at least proper access, in my opinion. Before that, you really kind of don't have access. All right, so I'm going to need a bunch of iron, and I think 4 gold and 4 glass. And do I have any regular glass? I do. Good. Put the clear glass away, and I'm going to need a plank. Surround the plank with iron, and you get the wood to iron. And then, oops, I need one more bit of iron. Surround the iron with 4 gold and 4 glass, if I remember right. No. Do I need 8 gold? I must. That's a shame. I must be thinking of the silver to gold recipe uses less gold than the iron to gold recipe. Yep, there we go. Iron to gold. So make that an iron chest, then make it a gold chest. And now we can craft a diamond chest out of this, which is going to take only 2 diamonds and 6 glass. 5, 5, 6. Awesome. 1 diamond chest get. Quest book. Claim reward for diamond chest, which gets us a good bag and the dungeon, which we will definitely be visiting sometime soon. I've never been to the dungeon yet. I have no idea what awaits me there. It'll be a nice, fun, blind first look. Which means I'm going to get fully prepared beforehand. All right, crystal chest requires upgrading the diamond chest with, I believe, just a bunch of glass. Yes. And I still have plenty of that lying around. Making the crystal chest upgrade, on the other hand, that requires using obsidian inside of the glass, and that gets you your upgrade. And 1 crystal chest. The cool thing about these is you can see what's inside of them. Claim our reward, which is another greater reward bag. Fantastic. Now it wants an obsidian plated chest. To make the obsidian chest, I believe we need another diamond chest, don't we? Huh. Is it called obsidian plated? Nope. Obsidian chest. There we are. Yep, diamond chest surrounded by 8 obsidian. So I'm going to craft the upgrades for... Well, we're going to need to make yet another chest, is what I'm saying. And then we're going to use a bunch of upgrades to get it all the way to diamond. Because I still have a sneaking suspicion that I'm going to unlock the upgrades quest after I get all of the different chests built. And I kind of want to have those done. So we did the iron path. We're now going to do the copper path, which requires 8 copper, 8 silver. I only have 6 silver. Well, then maybe we won't do this path. Maybe instead we will just make a gold to diamond upgrade. Diamond. There we go. Gold to diamond chest upgrade will require a gold ingot and 2 diamonds. And then a bunch of glass. And we'll find out sometime soon here, as I'm almost out of iron chest type quests, if I am correct in my suspicion that we're going to need the chest upgrades as well. Otherwise, this is a small waste of materials. Awesome. And I have a bunch of obsidian waiting for me in the other... over here. Yes. 8 obsidian later, along with my diamond chest. We continue with complete all the quests. 1 obsidian chest. Are you ready for mass reward bag opening? Ha ha ha! Vindication. Upgrades. We need wood to copper, copper to silver, copper to iron. Yeah, we're going to need all of them. Silver to gold, diamond to crystal, and diamond to obsidian chest upgrade. Buh. And it'll give me another reward bag. But we've already finished off making the quartz grindstone and wooden crank unexpectedly. Let's finish that, which gives us more reward bag. And then it's asking us to start crafting applied energistics goodness with the vibration, applied energistics 2 specifically, with the vibration chamber and such. So you know what? We're going to come back to that. Right now, let's start in on the Java upgrades. We need a structural Mark 1, 2, and 3 upgrade. And I don't remember exactly what those use, but I believe it's just lots and lots of wood. It is pretty much the start of it. Where are my planks? And I got fences stuffed in a chest here somewhere because I'm a hoarder and I don't give up anything if I can avoid it. Hang on. Oh. Oh, it needs to be nether brick fence specifically. I see. I'm going to need to get my hands on nether bricks. Well, those aren't too hard to get if I had nether essence. Fortunately, to get nether seeds, I need nether brick to begin with, so that's not really helpful. So, I can make it if I can make netherrack and soul sand pretty easily with the use of Ex Nihilo, and you are made from smelting netherrack. Unfortunately, that requires redstone. All right, so we are hitting a stop already. We are not going to be building those just now. All right, let's get these reward bags open. Everybody wants to see that, I'm certain. We will start with the two good bags, 2 chests, and a charm of poison. That's kind of nice. I believe this makes it impossible for me to be poisoned. That or I equip it and use it to get rid of poison. In any case, poison is one of the few things that will be able to threaten me in the near future, so I'm pretty happy about that. In the greater bags, we have 12 blocks of gold, a 5-minute potion of night vision, which will be useful later, and a pulverizer. That's nice because it stops me from, well, you know what? I bet it doesn't stop me from needing to craft it. I imagine in Challenges of the Beings, no, is it Survival of the Fittest? Yes. I imagine as I complete these quests, I'm going to be hit with, hey, build a bunch of machines, and one of these craft machines quests is going to be a pulverizer. But anyway, it's not exactly a useless item to get, and I'm pretty happy that I have it already. So it'll make life a little easier. And then we've got 1 epic bag, which I'm really happy about having. Let's see what's in that. 128 ender pearls and 2 ender generators. Awesome. We're definitely not going to be putting those ender pearls in the generator. I've got much better uses for those. In any case, we'll toss them in the chest, into the barrel for the time being. Yay. All right, there's one more quest that's waiting for us back here in Challenges of the Beings? Yes. In Challenges of the Beings, we have the very first of the Magical Crops quests in which we get our essence seeds, and we get to claim a basic bag, an essence-infused axe, and an empty watering can. Watering can, you can fill up in water, and you can sit here and hold right-click over top of a bunch of plants, and they will grow slightly faster. It adds extra growth ticks to the plants, which is helpful with magical crops, because they don't exactly grow fast on their own, you know? Let's see if we can get... Oh, we only have the 5 essence crop seeds. That's right. Anyway, the essence dust is slowly accumulating, which is nice. In fact, I now have enough of this to do the next step along the way. In my reward bag, we have an iron nugget. A crap reward. It's a basic bag. What did we expect? So I'm going to take this 8 essence dust, and I'm going to surround a diamond. You're starting to see why I wanted to go get a bunch of diamonds. Create the weak infusion stone. And this is the very first step to making magical crops useful for me. Also, the next step along the way, the sorcerer's stone. And this gets me the essence infused pickaxe, which is not a great pickaxe, but it can be upgraded later, I believe, and a good reward bag. I'm going to toss my random quest rewards that I don't have a use for into there for now. You go in here. Lots of gold. Never wanting for gold again. That's for absolutely certain. And we will open our good bag and receive a clock. Yes! I know exactly what I'm doing with you. There it is. We're going to put that item frame right there, and we're going to put the clock in it. And then we're going to shift right-click it until we turn it around right side up. There we go. Because, you know, having the clock on our HUD is cool and all, but having an actual wall clock, that's the best. You know, maybe there's an artistic statement here about the clock being on the wall of the death machine about how life is fleeting and you only have a certain amount of time available to you. Yeah, let's not get into that. Moving on, we need to create, 10 essence dust and 10 weak essence. That's going to take a little bit more time. And honestly, one of the best things I could do to make that a little faster is sit here with a watering can and sprinkle the essence crops and get them faster. Or I could start investing into a longer-term solution, but that longer-term solution requires a significant source of redstone, which I do not currently possess. My goal, I believe, is going to be redstone seeds. And to get those, they only require the regular essence, which I will be able to make very, very soon. Let's see. Let's play Frogger. I can get some very lucky blocks, which would be worth getting, if I could make 10 lily pads of fertility. The lily pads of fertility are not super easy to craft. All right, let me check the time, folks. All right, we are 5 minutes over time, actually. So this is going to be the end of this episode. Next time, I will continue working on the quest lines, a little bit of magical crops, a little bit of survival of the fittest. I think that I'm going to focus on getting a bunch of these generators built for next time. And maybe if we have time, I will poke my face into the dungeon and we'll see what we see there. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please leave a like, consider subscribing, and tell me what you liked about it down below. If you have not, if you have not, please leave a dislike and tell me what I can do better. See you next time, folks.